Good morning, Year 7. Today we are looking at the volume of triangular prisms and capacity. The volume of any prism can be found with the formula V equals AH, where A is the area of the front face of the shape and H is the height of the prism. If we describe the volumes of fluids or gases, we use milliliters, liters, kiloliters, or even megaliters. The volumes of fluids and gases is also known as capacity. So we're going to be converting our volume units into capacity units for some questions. Now in the table here, this little box, there is some useful conversions. We know that 1 centimetre cubed is the same as a milliliter. 1,000 centimetre cubes is the same as a litre, and 1 metre cubed is the same as a kiloliter, or 1,000 litres. And 1,000,000 litres is a megaliter. So the ones that I've highlighted I think are the easiest ones to remember. A centimetre cubed is the same as a milliliter, and a metre cubed is the same as a kiloliter. If you remember those conversions, then you can very easily convert between the capacity units using this chart here. So we have milliliters, litres, kiloliters, and megaliters. As we go from smaller units to bigger units, we're going to divide by 1,000 going that way, and times by 1,000 going back the other way. Okay, so let's have a look at what we need to do. Question 1, find the volume of the following prisms. Now the formula for volume is V equals AH, and often we need to work out what the A is before we do the question, but not in this one. In this question we can see that A is given to us here. The area of this triangle is the A, and it is 4 meters squared. So A is 4, and the height of the prism is this 11, so 4 times 11 is 44 meters cubed. Let's try another one. Now we're not really looking at hexagons today, but because we're given the area, we can just use the V equals AH formula. The area is 32, and the height of the prism, it's lying down this time, the height going away from that area is 11. 32 times 11 is 352 millimeters cubed. Okay, and to question 2. Now we want to focus on triangular prisms. And we haven't been given the area of the triangle in this one. So before we can find the volume, we have to find the A for area first. And this shaded triangle on the bottom here, this is what I want to find the area of. So the area of a triangle is A equals half BH. Looking only at the triangle down here, you can find the right angle here. The base and the height is going to be the 8 and the 10. So half times 8 times 10, that's equal to 40 meters squared. Now that I've calculated that, I can find the volume. Volume is equal to A times H. I've worked out that the A is 40, and the H is going to be the height of this prism, which is the 8. 40 times 8 is 320 meters cubed. Let's try that again. Question B. First thing I want to do is find the area of this triangle. So the formula for a triangle is A equals half BH. Looking for the right angle down the bottom here, the base will be the 7 and the height will be the 4. So half times 7 times 4, that's 14 centimeters squared. Then the volume is just V equals AH. The A is 14 that I just worked out, and the height is going to be the 6. 14 times 6 is 84 centimeters cubed. Question 3, convert. Okay, this is practice converting our units in capacity when they're in capacity. So let's just quickly draw our little chart up here again. We had milliliters, liters, kiloliters, and megaliters. Going into bigger units, these ones are all divide by 1,000. Going the other direction, we need to times by 1,000. Okay, so if I'm starting at litres and I want to go to milliliters, find the litres in the diagram and follow the arrow over to milliliters, which means I need to times by 1,000. 2 times 1,000 is 2,000. So 2 litres is 2,000 millilitres. Question B, 3,000 millilitres, following the arrow back to litres, means I need to divide by 1,000. 3,000 divided by 1,000 is just 3. Part C, 13 kilolitres to litres, follow the arrow, I need to times by 1,000. 13 times 1,000 is 13,000 litres. And 7,000 millilitres, follow the arrow to litres, means I want to divide by 1,000. 7,000 divided by 1,000 is 7. Question 4 is still converting, but we have centimetres cubed turning into capacity units. So remember that centimetres cubed are exactly the same as millilitres. So if it's 750 centimetres cubed, it's 750 millilitres. And part B, metres cubed are exactly the same as kilolitres. So 2,500 metres cubed is 2,500 kilolitres. In part C, we have to do 2 steps. I need to change my centimetres cubed, will change directly into millilitres, but then I want to turn my millilitres into litres using my diagram up here. I would divide by 1,000. 800 divided by 1,000 is 0.8 litres. And for D, centimetres cubed are exactly the same as millilitres, so it's 40,000 millilitres. Then I need to divide by 1,000 to turn that into litres units, which will be 40 litres. Question 5. Find the capacity of the following prisms in litres. So the key word here is capacity. We're not just finding volume, we want to turn it into capacity units as well. But it will start off just like a normal volume question. If I want the volume of a rectangular prism, I can use V equals LBH, where I want to times the L, the B, and the H, those 3 numbers, we're going to times those together. 2 times 1.5 times 2.5. 2 times 1.5 times 2.5 is 7.5 centimetres cubed. Okay, changing centimetres cubed, we can now turn that into capacity, and it would be exactly the same thing as 7.5 millilitres. But we were asked for litres. If I want to turn millilitres into litres, I have to divide by 1,000. That's quite a small number. It's 0.0075 litres. Let's do that again for question B. Okay, first thing I need to do is find the volume of the rectangular prism by doing V equals LBH. Times the measurements together, L, B, and H will be 1.25 times 1.0 times 1.5. And you're welcome to use your calculator. Is 1.875. And this would be measured in metres cubed. Metres cubed are exactly the same as kilolitres. That's 1.875 kilolitres. But remember, we want to turn it into litres. Kilolitres are bigger than litres, so we're going to need to times by 1,000, which is 1,875 litres. Last question, C. This is a triangular prism, which means I need to find the area of the triangle first before I can find the volume. Area of a triangle is half BH. The base and the height of the triangle is 6 and 7. Half times 6 times 7 is 21 centimetres squared. Then to find the volume, it's V equals AH. The area that we just worked out was 21. The height of the prism is the one going backwards from the triangle, which will be the 6 across the bottom there. 21 times 6 is 126 millilitres. Well, actually, sorry, first. Well, it will be millilitres, but technically it's centimetres cubed first, which are exactly the same as millilitres. To turn the millilitres into litres, I need to divide by 1,000, which is 0.126 litres. Okay, that is the end of our theory. You need to do exercise 14, and then you have finished all the work for this topic.